Hello, I am Sydney.
And I'm Melanie.
This is Drawntaneous.
So today, Sydney, we're doing a theme because we have feelings and we just want to talk about things that we like.
I think more accurately, you have feelings.
Rude. So today, we're going to be talking about the Adventure Zone. And to go along with today's theme, you have to draw an Adventure Zone character as a mermaid.
Magnificent. We all know who it's going to be.
Do we?
Because obviously it's going to be Taco.
I mean, it would have been hilarious if you did like Merle or Magnus as a mermaid.
No.
All right. So, I did a little bit of research to get my numbers and dates right because I'm going to not assume that everybody knows what the Adventure Zone is. The Adventure Zone is a podcast made by the McElroy family, and it's Griffin, Travis, Justin, and their father Clint, and they're playing, in the first season, they play D&D. And they started all the way back in August of 2014. That was a long time ago. I didn't realize they've been around for that long because I only recently got into them, like, as of last year?
Yeah,
because we just missed their Seattle show.
Because, like, I knew about my brother and me because, like, every cartoonist I knew was recommending them, but I'm not super big on podcasts, so I never bothered.
Yeah. Mabim Bam is also hilarious. I listen to that during work, and I always crack a laugh in the middle of my workplace and try not to freak out people when I just burst into tears laughing. But this is specifically their tabletop podcast that they do. And their first campaign arc season, their first season is called Balance. And that's with the characters Taco from TV, Magnus Burnsides, and Merle Highchurch. And that campaign lasted for 3 years. It ended in August 2017, which... Dang. Also, it had 69 episodes. Nice. I finished Balance, I want to say... I marathoned it. I think I finished the entire podcast in the span of, like, a month and a half.
That's because you have a job that lets you do that.
I do. It was 8 hours of, by myself, just listening to these good boys. And then their second season is called Amnesty. And this one's a different tabletop game. They played Monster of the Week, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. And so it's a different system, different rule set. But it is based on the monster TV show genre, I guess. Like Buffy, like Supernatural... Torchwood, I guess, also fits in there.
Supernatural before it got all religious.
No comment. I have know nothing about Supernatural. I know very little about this entire genre
I've
in
watched
general.
too much.
I know there's like 700 plus episodes.
That's
which
why I haven't watched
insane. A lot. But yeah, Amnesty just wrapped up September 23rd of 2019. So they ran from, let me back up, they ran from January 4th, 2018 to September 23rd, 2019 with 36 episodes. And they're actually going to start their third season, Graduation, on October 31st, 2019. And that one's going back to D&D. But it's got a very big, like, Harry Potter flavor going on because it is that might be a disservice, that might be an overgeneralization.
No, that's definitely what it is. They have all acknowledged they're giant Harry Potter
okay.
nerds, which is why.
Because there's like a prestigious academy where villains and heroes go to like train and become villains and heroes. But there is also an annex, which is for the sidekicks, and they announced it by having an animated trailer basically for the season.
It was like an advertisement for the school.
It was,
which
yes.
is what I really liked about it.
It was very clever and well done, and I got excited. I'm really excited to see how it goes. The first 2 seasons, so they've done more than just the seasons. They have like bonus episodes and like they had experimental arcs and stuff. I'm just going to focus on the seasons, though, while we're talking about these things. But the first 2 seasons, Balance and Amnesty, were both run by Griffin. Graduation's gonna be run by Travis. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense, because he's the giant Harry Potter nerd.
I think you're thinking about Justin.
I don't know.
Because you really want... Okay, is it Magnus's player or Justin's player, or Taco's player that you're thinking of?
I don't know which one of them wanted the Philosopher's Stone.
Taco.
Oh,
so it's Justin.
Then.
Yeah, you keep mixing them up. They're not the same person, Sydney.
They're brothers. They might as well be the same person.
I mean, they probably all like Harry Potter. But, no, Travis, it's not Justin. I know you want Justin to run a game, but...
I desperately do.
But Travis is the one who had, I think, he had the material ready, so they're doing him first. I love what you're doing so far. I'm so happy that you gave him a hat.
Of course. It's like half of his character is hat.
What mermaid wears a hat, though? He specifically conjures it when he's on the beach so that he doesn't get sunburned. Obviously, is the answer.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm curious to see how Travis DMs the new season. I also can't wait to see how Griffin plays, because Griffin's been the dungeon master for the past 5 years of the show running, so I'm very excited.
He's really good at it.
I'm really excited. I also can't wait to I haven't listened to the bonus content, so I'm sure this has come up when other people have DM'd and not Griffin. But just the whole, like, oh my god, this is so much harder than I expected it to be. Or like, oh my god, why are you messing with me so much? Like, all, like, the gripes. I'm like, God, Griffin, you had to deal with this all the time? I was like, yeah. Always. I just want to hear, like, I love the idea of the player becoming the DM and then having to deal with that nonsense.
Oh, yes.
But, so I finished Balance. I am in the process of finishing Amnesty. I am like an episode and a half, so about 3 hours to finishing Amnesty. And I plan to do that before the next season comes out. But Sydney, you are still working on Balance.
Yeah, I have one episode left.
You're so close. Oh, I made you stop because I wanted to listen to the ending with you so I can cry again.
I might just do it without you.
I mean, that's fine. It'll save me the pain and agony. So I obviously really, really enjoy the Adventure Zone. I came to it late, and I regret that I came to it, like, after they had their Adventure Zone show in Seattle. Because who knows when they're going to come back through again.
They're quite busy.
They are quite busy. And they seem to go to Portland more often than Seattle. So I'm just like, no, I don't want to go all the way down to Portland. But I will if I can get tickets. What do you think of... Why don't we start with Balance first? What do you think of Balance?
I don't remember a lot of it.
Oh, no.
I remember Magic Brian.
Uh-huh.
I remember Killian.
Uh-huh.
That's about it. Like, everything else, like, I remember characters, but I don't remember what happens.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's particularly because you process audio differently.
Yeah, you're very audio-focused when it comes to media, and I'm very visually focused. So I really struggle with podcasts. Like...
Well, that's fair. Well, fortunately for you, they adapted the Balance arc into graphic novels.
Thank God.
And have you read the graphic novels?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you remember what's happened in the graphic novels?
Oh, yeah, because we got to go to the book tour for Rockport Limited. And, like, so a large part of my audio processing is, like, the best way to put it is I struggle to picture what people are saying. So, like, if someone said butterfly... And obviously I'm not going to do this, but, like, my brain processes a flying stick of butter and not the insect. Like, I need the visual. Like, otherwise I cannot picture what people are discussing. So, like, especially with something like D&D, where, like, there's a lot of fantasy shit happening. There's a lot of story stuff happening. So, like, especially with Rockport Limited, where there's a ton of stuff going on. Like, it's a murder mystery. Like, I can barely keep up with it. Like, I just kind of tune in when everyone starts laughing, and I'm like, wait, I should rewind because something happened and I missed it. So, like, with the Rockport Limited, I was actually able to remember who the suspects were. Because I could see them. Yeah. And I could see details of what was going on.
Well, I am grateful that you are toughing it out and are listening to the rest of Balance at my request. I won't make you sit down and listen to Amnesty, even though I think you would enjoy it a lot.
I probably would.
And it might be, maybe if, because of that, let's try that again. Because Amnesty takes place in a more real-world setting, I wonder if that would help you.
Probably.
Because then you don't have to imagine these fantastical things so much. It's more of like, I know what a general store looks like, and like, I know what a gas station is, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like, when they were describing Goldcliff originally, which is in the Petals to the Metal arc, I, like, was blank. I could not put it together, and it was really frustrating. And that's true for, like, almost all podcasts. Like, talkie podcasts are fine, because, like...
It's just a conversation.
Yeah, like, I tried listening to Night Vale, I really did, but, like, again, it's like... I tune it out because it's just talking and talking about stuff that I cannot.
Well, so hang on. I'm confused now because I would have thought Night Vale would have been easier to process because it's just all dialogue.
It is and it isn't because, like, I just...
So what do you mean by talkie podcasts that are easy to listen to for you?
There's no consequences if I tune out. I'm not missing shit.
Okay, so when it's literally just a conversation...
Like, that's why, like, despite how... I haven't really been enjoying them lately. Like, I listen to Game Grumps because they're talking about bullshit the whole time. If I tune out because I'm working on something, it's not the end of the world.
Okay. But, like, if there's actual plot and things you need to remember going on, then that's where you lose track.
Yeah, because even...
that's fair.
Even sometimes, like, that's why I can't do long-running anime, too. Like, that's visual, but, like Naruto, I fell off that real fucking fast once they started, like... going for a while, introducing 6 million new characters, and I was like, what's happening anymore?
Okay.
I think that's my other problem with Adventure Zone, is it's just long.
It is very long, but there are more recurring characters, and the rotating cast, I feel, is inconsequential for the most part, until you get to the very end, and then it's like, oh, everybody makes a reappearance. Yay! Who's that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't, I guess. Is it the boyfriend?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it Ango?
Maybe.
Ango! So, okay. Who is your favorite character from the Adventure Zone?
It's tough. Probably Angus, because he's just such a good boy.
Angus is so good. So, we were really fortunate that we were able to go to the book tour for Murder on the Rockport Limited. And that was something that was brought up, I think, at some point, where Travis was talking about how... Travis, the player for Magnus, was talking about how, wow, there's a lot of us's at the end of these names. How Angus was Griffin's way of interacting with the players more in a non-meta way. Because Angus is very smart.
He's a boy genius.
He's a boy detective. He's a little genius, and it would be things like they would try and do something, and Angus would be like, wow, that's kind of stupid, sirs. You should maybe not do that. So I really appreciate...
Well, him being 10 helps, because, like, children don't have filters.
No.
So, like, he would just be like, that's stupid.
It's like, maybe you shouldn't
Let's not do that.
So I appreciate Angus for that, that particular... use of him in the game. He's also just a really great character. I love him. He's so good. Who else besides Angus do you like a lot?
I mean, everyone likes Taco.
Everyone likes Taco. Taco was so good. Taco had the most interesting character development, I think. He had the most character growth, I would think. And probably he had the most intrigue going on around his character, so maybe that's a biased opinion, because he had a very interesting and very compelling character arc because of his sister.
But how he started is what makes it extra hilarious.
Well, just like the whole... Spoilers, but, like, this has been out for a while. And...
It's the first episode!
Yeah. But, well, no, I was going to talk about how, like, it's really interesting how... their characters in the beginning of the campaign are, like, the way their characters act in the beginning of the campaign is explained in the lore, because the whole thing is, like, they're actually like these incredibly powerful interdimensional beings, but because they, spoilers, forgot everything at the beginning of the entire campaign, that's why like it's so slapstick. Is because they don't remember who they are, they don't remember anything, and then slowly they're like figuring things out again. So I think that's really interesting. I also just appreciate that trope of like forgetting who you are and like slowly relearning and rediscovering these things. I love that kind of fictional trope. I think it's great.
Wait, so to be honest, the first arc is my favorite. Like Gerblins, yeah, because like it wasn't complicated. It was very basic and very funny. It gets heavy real fast.
But I like the heaviness. But I think you'd appreciate it more in graphic novel form.
I would, yes. I guess it's because, like, when I started, it was really jokey and really funny, and then, like, real fast, it got serious and dark, and I was like, but no. I wanna...
I would contest that. I don't think it got really dark until Crystal Kingdom.
I'm sorry. Are we not going to discuss Petals to the Metal and how that ended?
It wasn't dark, though. I mean, yeah, 2 people die, but it was still really jokey. Like, I don't think the gravity of the story doesn't really kick in until until after Petals to the Metal. Because then things, like, the tone shifts at that point.
Yeah. I guess. It's...
You're like, I disagree.
It's mostly just... I just couldn't follow it after a while. And it's really frustrating because I want to like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do like it.
Well, I hope you'll be able to pick it back up during the graphic novels.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
Because they have, like, did you read the excerpts for Petals to the Metal? I sent people?
I did, but, like...
You don't remember because you weren't paying attention?
No, I don't remember because I don't remember anything.
Oh, okay. Well, they have some really great comedic instances that they've preserved really well, I think. And, like, the excerpt that they showed was, like, A+. Like, I had forgotten that scene happened. I mean, it's so good.
It helps that the artist they have is a goddamn genius. Mm-hmm. So I actually know Carrie. Because we're Philadelphians.
Did you go to school together?
No, okay. We would meet up at conventions, because she works with Dirty Diamonds.
Okay.
Which was, I don't know if they're still running, was a women's-only comics group in Philadelphia, and they would put out an anthology. And that was where I first found out about her. And then I knew she was doing a lot of fan art for the Adventure Zone while it was coming out. And then they announced the graphic novel and that Carrie, and I was like, wow, you are living the dream. Awesome. I'm very happy for her. She probably doesn't remember me just because, like, all of our meetings were very fleeting.
Well,
I just remember she was like, I think I want to go to the community college. And I was like, you're going to want to wait because the best teacher is on sabbatical right now. Mm. And I think she actually listened to me on that one.
Well, that's good because you had a really difficult time at that community college.
Oh, I mean, that's more a me thing than the college.
Well, all right.
That's just because I'm bad at school.
No, I wouldn't say that. The stuff that your college pulled on you was not great.
Oh, well, yeah.
Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. That's not the point of this show. I guess you guys are interested. The graphic novels are currently being developed, like we mentioned. Gerblins came out last year. And then Rockport Limited came out earlier this year. They're hitting July release dates for pretty much all the books, it looks like, because that's been the theme so far.
Yeah, Carrie's pumping them out like crazy.
Yeah, like, I was honestly expecting more than a year in between these things, but they already when Rockport was coming out and they were doing the book tour, they were already hinting that they had the next book in production. So Petals to the Metal is going to come out next year, also in July. So we're very excited. We're probably going to go ahead and pre-order that.
Oh, of course. Is it going to be exactly like what happened with Rockport Limited, where we're going to pre-order it, and then we go to the book tour and get 2 more copies, and now we have 3 copies in our house?
We might try and score the book tour tickets, and then if we don't get the book tour tickets, we'll pre-order. Because, like, there's still, like, time to kind of do that. But we're close to the end here. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, so the one thing I do really appreciate, well, I appreciate a lot about the graphic novel, but the one thing that really stands out to me is Taco's catchphrases are always done in, like, beautiful, like, calligraphy, and, like, the design of the speech bubble and everything is just very extra, and I love that about Taco's catchphrases in the books. Like, I don't know if you picked up on those, but...
Of course I did.
It's beautiful. And that actually also reminds me, my favorite panel from the books.
Is it the fan servicing one?
No.
Because that's my favorite.
Confession, I have not read the Rockport Limited graphic novel yet.
What?
I flipped through it really, really fast, but I didn't, like, read it. So I have to go back and actually read the book. But my favorite panel from the first book, from Gerblins, is the full page shot of the trio and Killian at the bottom of the well in Phandalin
immediately after it gets totaled.
Oh, you mean like the really long panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so,
Yeah,
that's
that
so
is-
fucking smart.
That was my favorite panel for that book. And I really like how they are incorporating plot points earlier into the novels faster than they did in, what's it called?
The podcast.
In the podcast. Like, Sterling, the guy who is in charge of Neverwinter, except it's a different name in the books because Neverwinter is a Wizards of the Coast property. But, like, he makes an appearance in Rockport. Like, he shows up in Rockport. Artemis Sterling, that's his name. But he doesn't actually come into the podcast until, Wonderland. What's that arc called? The Suffering Game. It's a great arc. Don't worry about it. Oh, is that a fan?
It's like a foofy fan, but I didn't really...
I thought you were drawing a bouquet.
No,
It's a fan.
he's like fanning him.
Ah.
It's
I
not
see.
very well rendered, I know.
See. No, it's fine. Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up here. I love your taco. He's wonderful.
He's a good boy.
He is the best boy. And Angus is the bestest boy.
We all know. I love his design in Rockport Limited. When he finally
They're
got
so
revealed,
good.
I was like, he's so cute. I love him
He's
so much.
adorable. But yeah,
Okay.
so we will enjoy more of the Adventure Zone. And I'm not gonna ride your dick to try and get you to listen to the rest, but like balance was so important. Like the sound design in story and song is incredible.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like,
There's
it's
excellent production
so
value.
good. So thank you for sticking through and listening to the end of it for me.
I'm
And
trying.
I will get off your dick for the rest of it.
Finally.
Sorry. You should watch or you should listen to Amistu though.
I'm trying.
I know. Anyways,
Thanks for watching.
and if you would like to see more of Sydney's art, you can find her on Twitter and Instagram at CCLunaArt, and you can support us on Ko-fi and Patreon at CCLuna.
See you next time.